Good evening, all. Am I audible as well as visible? Please confirm.
Yeah, ma'am, it's visible.
Okay. Let's wait for 5 minutes for everyone to join. So, Vandana is asking who is here to solve your doubt. I am here, myself, Shubhi Bansal. I am a PhD fourth year student, also a PMRF scholar from IIT Indore. So, I will be resolving your doubts today. I'm visible, right?
Okay, definitely. Yeah, yeah, you are visible.
Yes.
Yes.
Let's wait for others to join since it's the first session from my side. Okay? Let us wait for 5 minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
So, just brief, just give me a minute, okay? Just give me a minute. Yeah, so today I'll be taking, as I saw, there were some comments in the portal session regarding, taking the hands-on session, coding sessions. So I just wanted to know, out of the 41 people who have joined, how many of you are comfortable with Python? Aditya, others? Anyone who knows Python? So good. I think, okay, good. So out of 43 people who have joined, nearly 13 have raised their hands. Anyone else who knows Python? Basics, very basics, like reading the data, reading some lines of text and stuff. Good. So I think nearly 50% of you, nearly 45% of the people who have joined, they all nearly know Python. However, I'll be covering very basics today, and we can also work on a hands-on session on text pre-processing with Python. That is, I think, lecture 5, right? Lecture 4 or 5 in the video lecture series. Is it? I think it's lecture 4.
Actually, ma'am, I have a doubt in the week one session, and there were the example like Bill, will, buffalo, buffalo. I don't understand what they were explaining.
Okay, oh, we can come to that later. Like, first, let me cover the hands on today in the beginning of the session. Anyways, it's a 2 hour long session, right? So, after I have
Oh,
completed, towards the
okay.
end, we can take up that part. Okay, is it fine,
Okay,
Vandana?
sure. Yeah, yeah, ma'am.
Okay, so let us wait for 2 to 3 more minutes. So, week one assignment is out, right? And we can solve the questions on it. However, if you have any doubts, then we can also discuss. Okay. So, I'll begin. Start sharing my screen. Yeah. So, today's hands-on session will be in Google Colab. That is a free online tool. How you can access? I'm doing the hands on in front of you. And if you have any doubts, please feel free to ask. Okay, we can solve as we go. Like, if any one of you is having any doubt, you can always share your screen and I will help you to resolve. Okay, so I am beginning how to use Google Colab. So we will just type Google and Google on the search bar and Colab. This is one of the online sources available for doing the Python programming. If you all of you have a Gmail, basic Gmail account, we can access it. Okay, so here is Google Colab, and how does it look like? It will also, you can use other tools like Jupyter Notebook, Kaggle, Visual Studio Code. Okay, Jupyter Lab, Spider, all of that can also be used. This is just one of the alternatives. This class is about NLP only, Monu Kumar. This is about NLP, and today we will be having a hands on coding session, how to do the basic text pre processing using Python. Is it fine? Is it okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, let me introduce myself again. There are a lot of other people who have joined by now. So, I am Shubhi Bansal, a fourth year PhD research scholar, also PMRF, from the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, IIT Indore. And every week on Tuesday, we will be having live sessions for your doubt solving and doing some either hands on coding or solving some problems related to the concepts of which have been discussed in the lecture series. Okay, so this is like how your basic notebook looks like. Okay, this the here from here you can rename your notebook. It could be like NLP live session 1. Okay, .ipynb is the extension for IPython notebook. Okay, this will help you insert some code blocks and this will help you insert some text. So if I write anything like text pre-processing, this is how it appears. Okay,
Ma'am, your screen is not visible, ma'am.
but I am sharing it already. Is it not visible?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
No, no, you are visible.
Only you are
No,
visible.
no, like your screen is also visible.
Oh yes, I think my screen is visible. However, I will share it again. Just a minute. Is it visible now? Is it visible now? Please confirm.
No, ma'am.
Yes.
Who is saying no?
Yeah, it's visible, ma'am.
Please rejoin. Whosoever is saying no. Deepa, please rejoin because a couple of other people are saying that it is visible. Okay, please rejoin. Please check your internet connection. Okay, so the basic library that we will be looking into today is NLTK. I've prepared like a notebook already, and I'll be sharing this notebook with all of you. However, also please focus on what I am trying to go through. So, the library that is available in Python, this is one of the very basic libraries available to do the basic text pre-processing steps. Okay, then it goes by the name NLTK, which stands for Natural Language Toolkit. NL, N for natural, L for language, tool T, and kit K. NLTK. It is one of the largest Python libraries. It helps to perform a variety of tasks that you have already seen in the session. What is tokenization, stemming, lemmatization, and this is one new concept, POS, that is parts of speech tagging, that will come in the subsequent lecture series. So why we are preferring to use NLTK today is because it will help us to cover all these tasks. The codes are like kind of pre-written. We should there are already the packages that are available, but we should know how to apply it to the particular text and use it. Okay. So it is used for performing the fundamental tasks, okay, like semantic reasoning, tokenization, text preprocessing, and all of that stuff. So those of you who do not have installed NLTK, we can download any Python package using this command: exclamation mark pip, pip, that is Python package for installing various kinds of packages. Let's say you want to install other libraries, numpy, pandas, and all of that. So all of that can be done using this simple command pip install library name. Since here we want to install the package NLTK, I have written pip install NLTK. Okay, so let us run this cell. If this package is already there, it will show like the requirement is already satisfied or not. Is it clear till this point? Guys, is it clear?
Yes.
Could you please deliver this in Hindi language? I can, but there can be people who don't understand Hindi. So we have been directed to communicate in English primarily. Yeah, see, people are you not comfortable with English, Monu Kumar? Mm. See, many are saying that they don't know Hindi. So I think it will be a bit difficult. Bilingual will do definitely, but see, these kind of things, Monu, you should you can mail to the PMRF support for directing the TAs to communicate in Hindi or English. For as of now, we are instructed to communicate in English. I'll follow the same because I can see many of people in my class, they don't know English Hindi.
Madam, could
Yes,
you please send the recording because sometimes it breaks.
sorry.
Sometimes it breaks. So could you please send
Definitely,
the recording
definitely.
of these sessions?
I am recording the lecture. I will share the recording. Like I'll share the link as well as the lecture notes.
Fine.
It will be
And
uploaded
Ma'am,
on
and
my
can we
previous
YouTube.
get the
session,
It will be uploaded on my
pardon?
can we
YouTube
get the
channel.
links of previous sessions?
Sorry.
Okay, please provide the links in the please provide the link in the workshop chat. Here also we can also copy the link and I will download all these topics.
So see, who asked? Pinky. See, after I have recorded the lecture, it takes a while to upload it on the YouTube channel and then get the link, है ना? So
Okay.
I'll try to
Can we
share
get
it
your
in
channel name, ma'am?
I'll try to share it in the announcements session of your NPTEL course. Okay, is that fine?
Yeah, fine. But as well, also you may also send to the sorry, WhatsApp chat, which we have one. I just saw one link there. You send the link of the WhatsApp chat group. You may also send there. We can also collect.
Actually, I'm not there in that group, so that's why. Okay.
Okay. But I got the link here to join the WhatsApp chat. Okay, fine. Thank you.
I think it's for students.
Can you also yes, ma'am. Can you also get the links for previous sessions, please?
Those are the other TAs. Maybe you could mail them on their respective, mailbox.
Actually, we don't know who they were.
Okay. Maybe I'll ask them and tell them to share with you. Okay. Is that fine?
Thanks a lot. Please,
Yeah. Yeah.
please ask them to put in the announcement, right?
Yes. I'll do that. Shall we continue now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So everyone is now aware with what Google Colab is. That is what I'll be using for today's session. Okay. And the library that we are going to use is NLTK, that is Natural Language Toolkit. It helps to perform a variety of tasks in a very easy manner. To install any package in Python, we will simply type this command exclamation mark pip install followed by the library name or the package name. Since I wanted to work with NLTK, I have written it like this: pip install NLTK. And since this package is already available, it says the requirement is already satisfied. Okay. So now after installing the package, see, Python is very easy programming language as compared to C, C++ and Java. There is no hardcore syntax that we need to import packages. It's like very free English like language. You can put in your commands easily and try to get the output. However, if you are still facing issues, please ask as we move along. Okay, so now once I have downloaded the package, I need to import it. Only after importing I can use. You cannot say like after installing, you should be directly able to use it. You first need to call it. So calling that package means you need to import it into your current program. So what I will write, import NLTK. And since I want to download all the facilities that were available in it, like stop words and punctuation symbols and everything, so we will write like nltk.download all. If I do not download, if I miss this statement, it will give me the error that a particular puntk is not found, which stands for punctuation. Okay, so that's why we need to use these two lines in the beginning. First we need to install this package, we will call this package, and we will download everything. Like this is the command, this is the script that you will write, and ltk.download all. Okay, is it clear? Is it clear to all? Yes, Nikita,
Yes,
Aparna,
yes, ma'am.
and Shruti have raised their hands. Any doubts? Nikita, any doubt? Okay, please raise your hands only if you have doubts. So, moving further, first task is tokenization. So, what do you understand by tokenization? If any of you have watched the lecture series for week 1, can anybody tell what tokenization is? Let's interact a lot more so that we can, communicate and understand things easily. Please, anyone tell what tokenization is?
Uh, Tokenization means segment the paragraph into the sentence or in a words.
Yes. So you could segment it on the basis of spaces or special characters or anything, right? Is it clear? Is it? Can we do that way?
Yes, yes.
Anybody else who would want to explain this a little bit in more detail? What tokenization is?
Tokenization is a process of dividing a paragraph into smaller units so that it's easy for the machine to understand it more.
Yes, correct. So, by tokens, we mean chunks, small pieces. We are tokenizing the text. We are breaking it into smaller pieces. Like, a document can be made of paragraphs, a paragraph of
The
sentences, and
documentary sentence.
sorry.
Yeah, exactly. The documentary sentence of the what about the paragraph, you just break a small, and
Yes.
in the small break, you can also go. Yeah.
Yeah, correct. So as I was saying, a book. Let's start from a big overview. A book can have a book can be a document in this case, and a document can have multiple paragraphs. Each paragraph in it can be made of multiple sentences, and each sentence can be made up of multiple words. So tokenization is the process of breaking that document into smaller chunks that could be like the smallest unit like the words, or smaller or it could be at the level, or the word sentence level, or the word level. Okay, so let's say uh, uh, first we will see how to, split the paragraph into sentences and then sentences into words. So today we will be seeing the basic two types here. So first one will be, so let's say I want to insert the text block here. So I've selected that. To delete any block, you can just simply right click on it and this symbol of a delete appears. Okay. So what I am saying is, a document, it can be made up of paragraphs, right? A paragraph can be made up of multiple sentences, and sentences can be made up of words. So today, first of all, we will look at the paragraph level tokenization. Sorry, it won't be paragraph level. Like for that I should have two to three paragraphs. I'll demonstrate on that sentence level, and then we can go for, you know word level tokenization. So see here, my sentence is made up of my paragraph here, let's assume, is made up of two sentences. How do you distinguish that it is made up of two or more sentences?
With full stop.
Yes, full stop. Okay, so what I am doing here, just a second, there are multiple people who want to join. Next time on, please try to join by 7:10 at max. Otherwise, I need to repeat the things again and again. So, as I was saying, a document can be made up of paragraphs, paragraph of sentences, and sentences of words. So, first of all, we are having a look at the sentence level tokenization. Means we'll break the paragraph into multiple sentences. How? Let us see. This is for the sentence level, and this is word tokenize is for tokenizing the sentence at the word level. So see, first of all, what I'll do from NLTK, I will import these functions. These functions have already been defined in the library in this package NLTK. That's why I was saying it's a very versatile package that can perform a variety of tasks. So let us do it on the sentence level. And see, here I will be demonstrating very basics of Python also. To print any statement, you can enclose it within the round braces. Okay, this is your paragraph, this is your function word tokenize, and you will pass it the sentence as the argument. Okay, so my sentence or my paragraph was, NPTEL is a great learning platform. It is one of the best for computer science students. Say I want to comment this, I will put a hash symbol. This helps to comment, and then we can see how does it tokenize at the sentence level. So how should I have? I should have now two sentences, right? This should be first and this should be the second one. Okay, so see, let us see the output. Okay. See, earlier I said that we have not run this cell. That's what I was saying, that you will get the error. nltk.download punct. Puncts here stands for punctuation. That's why I told you you should run this statement always. Right? Understood? Everybody understood this point? Why I was saying that this statement we need to run.
Yes, yes.
Otherwise, you will get this kind of errors. You have downloaded the package, but you have not imported it, and other resources like Punct and other packages are not there. So the code will not run further. To run this cell, just simply click here. Again, we have not run the previous cell. Let us run it first. So now it has downloaded all the functionality that was available in this package. Please mute yourself. Tinky, please mute. Yeah. So now this cell is still running, as we can see.
Hello.
Yes. Any doubt?
Actually, I can't hear you.
You can't hear? Am I audible? Am I audible?
Hello.
Yeah, you
Hello.
can. Yeah, are you charging
Yes,
already?
ma'am.
Aditya, please try to rejoin. Okay. See, the cell has completed the execution, and how much time the cell took, it is written towards the left of it, 54 seconds. And this green tick shows the cell completed execution. So we were doing the sentence level tokenization. So see here how it has tokenized it. See now, okay. NPTEL is a great learning platform. It is one of the best for computer science students. Yeah, so it tokenized it, right? See, it says that this is the first sentence and this is the second sentence. Understood? And if we want to check how many
Ma'am,
sentences,
can you repeat this once again, the output?
sure. See, how do we identify that the document or the paragraph is made up of multiple sentences? By this character that stands for dot or full stop, right? So let's say I rename this to paragraph, okay? And we will pass this argument so that you do not assume that we cannot change the variable names and stuff. I am changing and showing. Let me run it again. So what I am saying is, as we distinguish that this full stop helps us to determine the end of one sentence and it can be followed by some other sentence. So I pass the paragraph in which I have a string that contains two sentences, and I have called this function sent tokenize, which stands for tokenizing the sentence. Okay, and the argument that I have passed to it is this paragraph that contained these two sentences. Now, how is the output? This nptel, this is the first element of the list and this is the second element of the list, right? And this is how we say that it has tokenized it into two sentences, right? Understood? Earlier this was just one
Yes.
whole string, but now here we can see this is the first string, this is the second string, right? And how we can check that, like how many sentences I got after tokenization is, I can print the length of this.
Can you please zoom the Google color? Little bit zoom the Google color, please.
Little bit zoom, okay, just a second. Is it fine now?
Yeah. Thank you so much. Yes,
Yes,
yes.
please see here. So what I was saying is, let us store this in some word. Okay, let me copy this again and we will store it here in some another, let me call it as sentence, tokenized sentences, tokenized sentences, sentences is equals to sent tokenized paragraph, and I will print this. So I should get the same output as above, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so we are getting still the same output. Now let's say I want to check how many sentences are there. So this is this function, like anything that is enclosed in these square brackets, this is the list in Python. And the different elements that are in this list, we can identify them by comma. Okay, so now let us check the length of this list. Print length of tokenized of sentences. Len is a built-in function to check the number of elements that are present in the list. So it says 2. And let's say I want to print the first element of this list. So I will write print tokenized sentences of 0. This is the way to access the first element in the list. So the output should be here, this sentence. NPTEL is a great learning platform. Okay, understood? We got the first tokenized sentence as the output, right? Similarly,
Ma'am, I'm getting a error.
just a second. See, second sentence also I got as the output. It is one of the best for computer science students. Then we can also check the type of this, how print type of, like whether it's a string or what. So let us see what is the type. It should be a class none type, it says. Clear? So I told you like how we can do the tokenization at the sentence level using the built-in package from built-in functionality from NLTK package. Here our paragraph consisted of two sentences, and I simply called this function sent tokenize on the variable paragraph. And to check how many sentences I got after tokenizing the paragraph into sentences, that is 2. And I can access the different elements like this. Why I was able to access? Because if you check here the type of tokenized sentences, it should show you a list. Print type of tokenized sentences. It is a list. That's why we are able to access its different elements. And using this, 0 stands for the 0th element. In Python, indexing starts from 0. So this is the index 0. This is at index 1. Okay. So we are accessing the first sentence using this. This is my variable name, list name, and this is to access it. And since print is a function, that's why these round brackets are there. And this is blue because it says for this every opening bracket there is a closing bracket. And similarly, I'm able to access the second sentence also. Clear? Sentence level tokenization is clear to all of you? Guys?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
somebody was having a doubt.
Actually, I'm getting an error. Can you have a look on that? Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. Me. I am
So,
having an error.
yes. Aditya, should we come to your error towards the end, or you want to discuss now itself?
Actually, I want to code with you, so it will be really helpful if you look at it now,
Okay, sure. You can
if it's
present.
possible only, please.
Yes, I will, because it's the very beginning session. I was thinking
Thanks.
first I will kind of go through the basic things that I wanted to discuss today, and then we can come to the errors because others might be having, and if I kind of resolve, so will it be fine if I discuss after like I've gone through this document for tutorial today?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, but I think it's a really small error.
Okay, go ahead, go
It
ahead.
can't. It is not able to. It is not able to import tokenizer.
Let me see.
Like
So,
it's
Spelling error.
in the name send tokenizer is not defined.
wait. From NLTK import word tokenize. Wait. So you should have imported it like this. Wait. It's word underscore tokenize and sentence sent underscore tokenize. Let me send you this in the chat box.
The print statement he has mentioned
It's
tokenizer.
tokenizer you have written. It
Instead,
should
it
be
should be tokenizer.
tokenize.
It's a
Please be
mismatch error,
very,
ma'am.
yes, please be very careful with the predefined package names and everything. Just remove R from here, print sent tokenize. Yes, now run it. Understood? Is it clear now?
Yeah. Thanks a lot, ma'am. Thanks a lot.
Okay.
Is it clear now?
Yes, ma'am. Thanks a lot.
I think my voice is lagging a bit today. It's fine. Yes.
Ma'am, I have a question.
Yes.
Uh, yeah, so can you go back to the notebook,
Yes.
Colab?
Yes. I'm here.
Eh,
Can
so
you see?
yeah. So in the paragraph
Mm-hmm.
field where you have saved the sentence, here if I remove the space after the first full stop,
Mm-hmm.
and then I am doing sentence tokenization, then it is showing me only one sentence. Why is that?
Wait, let me check. Let me copy it, है ना? And let us check.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you see, even in when we are writing in we write in our notebooks also, what is the conventional way? After full stop you should give space, right? In Word document also, what we do, if you do not give this space, it does not identify, right? Full stop followed by space.
Okay. But if we are using the full stop as the separation criteria,
So let us check if
then the space should not matter.
it should matter, right? Because how these softwares are built, like these, let's say this Word doc is there, let's say this simple Word doc is there, won't Word show you an error, and it would like it'll put it in red, right? Like there should be some space or
Yeah.
something, right? So I think that can be one of the reasons. So, see, the conventional
Okay.
thing is, see, it says add a space. The conventional thing will be like full stop could also indicate that your paragraph is ending, right? If there is no any following sentence, the full stop could
Okay. Yeah.
indicate that your paragraph is ended, right? So full stop followed by
Yes.
space. Okay, clear?
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes. Thanks.
Yes. Now, since we have seen sentence tokenization, I have also described it here. It involves breaking down the sentence into individual sentences, text into individual sentences. Now, let us go to the word level tokenization. Let me pick the same
Excuse
text.
me, ma'am.
Yes. Yes, please go ahead.
Ma'am, could you please explain the arguments after import function?
Arguments after input function, where? In which
Like
part?
word tokenize, send tokenize. What are those, ma'am?
Where?
Ma'am, that sentence from from
Yes, you want to explain these arguments.
yeah, yes, ma'am.
See, this is your package. From this package, I want to call these functions. So I'm importing them. Import what, if you remember, from NLTK we downloaded everything, right? But in then what functionality we are basically requiring. And see, this is this one very good thing in Python or in Colab. If I've just clicked here, you can see the entire definition. So this word tokenize, what it says, can you see my screen, all of you? Can you
Yes,
see
ma'am.
my screen? Are you able to see def word tokenized text language equals to English?
Yeah, it's visible, ma'am.
So see, what is def? Def is like defines the def is a keyword that defines the function definition. Here it is written that this is a function. Word tokenize is a function in the package NLTK. So I'm importing that functionality. Word tokenize is one functionality. Sent underscore tokenize is another functionality. Word tokenize will help me tokenize the text at the word level, and sentence tokenize correspondingly at the sentence level. Is it fine?
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
And simply, since it is a function like print, as I told you, print takes argument. What is the argument? This whole thing is the argument. See, this whole thing inside print is the argument. Argument is what input you are giving to the function, right? So since here my sent tokenize was a function, what argument it is taking? Paragraph. Is it? Is it clear now?
Yes.
Yes, okay, good.
Yes.
Yeah, ma'am.
Very good. So, okay. Now let us do at the word level also, okay? I think if we do the hands-on coding, other TAs are already doing the numerical problems. If you have a look at it, and sir, Pawan sir has already discussed from a theoretical perspective as well as at the conceptual level. If you also see in programming, that will help you to actually see the output and clarify your concepts a bit better, right?
Yes.
Okay, now what I'm going to do is I tokenize the sentence. And where was my tokenized sentence stored in? Tokenized sentences of 0, right? Now I will use this tokenized sentence and split it at the word level. Okay, fine. So I'm going to use this tokenized sentence of 0. So what I'm going to write is print word underscore tokenized. What was the argument? So let me first print this so that all of you are clear. Let us see what this is. Tokenized sentences of 0. Anyways, we are not using the paragraph. So this is your first tokenized sentences of 0. And in the next line, I'm going to use this word tokenize, and I'm removing the comment. And let me write here that this is the word level tokenization. ठीक है? ठीक है? So let us see how it has tokenized the sentence at the word level. The sentence was NPTEL is a great learning platform. See, it has tokenized every word. Is it clear? And it has considered this also as a separate word. Because every character that is separated by space. Is it clear? It will be word tokenized like this.
Yes.
Okay, it is breaking the now let us check the now. And can anybody help me to get the length of this list? Please type how should I get please type in the chat box how should I get the length of this list. This is a list, right? As I told earlier, anything within the square brackets. What according to you should be the length of the list? Can anybody tell? Put your answers in the chat box. Please interact more and more. Then only you will be able to learn. How many what should be the length of the list? Some of them are saying 7. Very good. They just also gave me the command. Let us do like this. Let us copy and check if he's saying the correct thing. See, now you are missing one opening bracket. How I am able to identify? It is coloring them in red, right? If for balancing, you should also have the closing one. So how we can balance it? Like this. Length of word tokenized sentences, and because my thing was like of 0, so this way I will check. Understood? And still it is showing. That means we are missing one more. Now it's okay. Now let us check what is the length. 7. Clear? Similarly,
Yes.
we can check for the second, just a second, for the second sentence also. So let us first print the second sentence. Tokenized sentences of 1. Print tokenized sentences of 1. What is it? It is one of the best for the computer science students. And what is the word level tokenization? For this, I should pass 1. Is it clear? And to check its length, what I should do?
Use length.
Length of entire thing. That will be your argument. ठीक है? Clear है सबको? what packages and models are
हाँ
used
जी.
for this function. SK, please, from the next time onwards, it is requested that all of you should join by 7:10. So we are using the NL. I won't be able to, kind of go through it again and again. So the package as of now we are using is NLTK, that is Natural Language Toolkit, and the functions we are using is these two. From NLTK package we are importing the word tokenize and the sentence tokenize.
Ma'am,
Yes, Aditya?
actually we have the recording.
Mm-hmm.
So, so please continue because we
Okay,
have other sessions
okay,
and we
okay.
have other recordings.
ठीक है. That is good. Thank you for highlighting that point. So is it clear till this point? Tokenization is clear to all?
Actually, I have a doubt
Yes.
to calculating the length
Yes, tell.
of the sentence
Yes, tell.
that you have initially mentioned after defining the words tokenization.
Yes. Where?
No, above this point, where you have defined the class type and then tokenize sentence tokenize.
Here I didn't calculate the length
Yeah,
actually.
uh, above of this. Yeah, in this.
Yes. What is the doubt here? There are only two
Up
sentences and it is saying the
after
length is 2.
this,
Yes.
in the line number 10,
Line number 10. Where is line number
class
10?
list.
There is
What you have defined here the class list
I have
in
not defined.
13.
I'm just
Yeah,
telling
this.
you. I'm just trying to tell you like how I identified that I should call the element like this. And I was telling you anything that is enclosed within the square brackets is a list. So to tell you that what I am saying is correct and help you visualize, I have printed the type of it, the data type of the tokenized
Okay.
sentences. Clear? This is a basic thing in Python.
Okay, okay.
This is the data
Okay,
type.
and after that, ma'am, after that you have mentioned in the square bracket 0 and 1.
Yes, yes.
So
So
this is
this is like
initializing the different
no, this is not
to
initializing. See, what I was saying is after I perform the sentence tokenize, like I call this function, the output is in the form of a list, right? Now, how do I access the first
right.
element of the list? So, to access the first element of the list, this is the thing. I told you the indexing in Python starts from 0, as in most of the programming languages. So, I have put it like this. This
Y-
is to access the element at the
Okay,
position or index 0. And to tell you
okay,
how I
okay,
knew that this is a list and I should access it like this, I printed the type of it. Understood? Understood or not?
okay, ma'am.
Okay, good. Any other doubt? Send me
Yeah,
name or
yeah,
your
ma'am.
channel name. I will send. Please be patient. Please focus on what is being taught. So we have completed one concept, and in that is tokenization, and we have seen the tokenization at two levels, sentence level as well as the word level. Now moving ahead to stemming. As you have seen in the lecture, sir has covered the algorithmic steps for the Potter stemmer. This is one of the algorithms, right? So can anybody please help me with the definition of stemming? What is stemming? Guys, what is stemming? Please respond.
To find out the root word,
Sorry?
to find out the root word, to find out the root word.
Root words. How?
I mean, there are different words. Like there is likes. So likes is made from the like,
Hmm. Yes.
or we can stemming it into different like li. We can separate it into ike. I think this is the
No,
stemming.
no, that is not stemming. L I K. The first definition that you gave was a bit correct, not perfectly correct. Anybody else? Anybody would help us understand it in a better way?
It is a process of dividing a word into stem and affix or prefix.
Yes. So, like, yeah, little, okay, let us go to the definition. So, stemming is used to generate the base word. Like Vandana said, if the word is likes, it can bring we can bring it down to its root form. Like it can be like or it can be lik. But uh, there are predefined rules in the package itself how we get these stems. And the basic thing is that the stems or stemming is like just chopping off the few words from the end of the given word. Just say, let's say the word is liking. Okay, let me give you one example. The word is liking. ठीक है? So what it will do when I am doing the stemming is like just chopping off some of the words from the end. So let's say here the suffix was ing. If I drop it off, what it will be? Lik, right? But is it meaningful? Is it meaningful?
No.
Yeah, so the basic stem so the basic one of the major disadvantages of stemming is that after chopping of the words, the base word that is left will not always be meaningful, right? So if another word is like liked and I want to bring it down to its root form, it can do it like this or it can do it like this. If it does like this, it's fine, but if it again does like this lik, I'm not able to understand the root word, right? I'll be like, what is this? It doesn't make any sense. Understood? So the definition and how we will drop these, those are the predefined rules, and in the Potter Stammer, sir has discussed them. So
Madam.
stemming is used to generate the base word from the inflected word by removing the affixes. Okay, it is having the predefined rules that are governing the dropping of these affixes. What are the affixes? This ing, ed. Okay, and the basic point, it must be noted that they may not always result in semantically meaningful base words. The word that is left after being stemmed will not always be meaningful. Okay, that's why, because they are not focusing on whether the resultant word is semantically meaningful or not, they are faster and then hence less expansive than lemmatizers. Understood? Now let us see for this how we can do. Just a minute.
Yes, ma'am. I have one query
Yes.
in stemming. That means stemming is always used to remove the affix at the end of the sentence or
Yes, it
end
can
of
be
the word.
interpreted like that.
Suppose
Like
like
we
or
are.
maybe in the beginning.
Sorry, I am not able to hear your voice clearly.
I'm asking you that it will always remove the affix at the end of the sentence or end of the words.
Yes, yes. Let me give you one example to demonstrate that. Just a second. We will be clear whether it will always remove it from the end or how it will do. Okay, let me type the code in front of you. So, yeah, let us take this example only. So, how I will do from NLTK, as I said, for everything there is a function in this package. That's why we are using it. From nltk.stem, we are importing the Potter stemmer. As sir discussed about this algorithm, hence I am focusing on this. However, there are a variety of other stemmers that are available. So, one of them is snowball. So, first we will create an instance of this stemmer. Create an instance of Potter stemmer. And how we will do that? That is Potter underscore stemmer. Since this is a class, we are going to create its object Potter stemmer. ठीक है? So yeah. So how now let's see what are the words that I want to stem. So let's say the words I'm defining them in the list: liking, likes, liked, likely. Likes, liking, likely, liking. ठीक है? We have defined the words that we want to stem, and I will just pass these words into the Potter stemmer instance that I created. ठीक है? And now I will say that these are the stemmed words. I'm storing them like this. And let's say these are the original words. ठीक है? At the end, we will print both of them. So I'm going to print original words, comma, original underscore words. And I'm going to print stemmed words using Potter stemmer, comma, stemmed underscore words. ठीक है? Let us see what the output is. Whether we have done it correctly or not. Okay, I will get an error because it will say words is not defined. Original underscore words. Have I done it correctly or not? From any ticket outstanding.
Ma'am, your spelling contains of 3 M's instead of 2.
Okay, correct. You're right. That's why. I was like, the import statement is correct. I don't know why I'm getting an error. Thank you for that. Still, it says Potter stemmer object is not callable. Okay. Am I doing the same mistake here?
I think you need to use loop.
Hmm? Yeah, right.
I think, ma'am, you need to use loop.
Yes, correct. So let me do the list comprehension. Potter stemmer dot stem of word for word in original words. ठीक है? Potter stemmer dot stem word for word in original words. ठीक है? आ गए सारे? देख रहे हो? क्लियर है ये चीज? Is it clear to all now? What I have done here, I have used the list comprehension for word in original words. I am calling the Potter stemmer. This was my object, and I am calling the function dot stem on the word for every word that is there in the original words, and I am storing them in the form of the list. And what is the name of my list? Stemmed words. Here it is showing them correctly, but let us see some another example. So let's copy this. Because see, Potter stemmer is a class. It is not a function. If it were a function, you could have directly done it like this, right? It was a class. It was a class here. If I click here, it will show. It is a class, and this is the initialization of it. Import Potter stemmer, and I have here created first an instance or the object of this class. Using that object, I am calling the stem function on this argument word. Now let us see for another. Can you type some words in the chat box for which you want me to run this algorithm? Please. Happily ate drank. Let us see whether it is reducing them to the original form. As I wanted to tell you that it is trying to tokenize them or trying to reduce them to the base form. So plays, it reduced some words from the end and it reduced to play. Now see this word happily. There might be the rule that in the end if you see y, replace it with I. So that's why it has replaced, and we can see that it doesn't make any sense. This word is not meaningful. It is not meaningfully correct. For ate, it kept the same word ate, and drank, it kept the same word drank. Now you understood why I was saying that the stemming does not always result into meaningful words, semantically meaningful base words. Understood?
Yes, madam.
Yes, madam. And it will chop only one last end letter.
Not necessarily for just one. It will always chop off from the end, but how many, that it will see. Okay. So let us see for some other words. Give me some big words that you would want me to run it
Can I
on.
take it from chat,
Ma'am,
ma'am?
ma'am,
Yes.
Can I take
can I
it, ma'am,
suggest
from chat?
one list?
Yes.
Go, goes, and went.
Okay. Let us do that. Go, goes, went. ठीक है? देखते हैं. Yeah. So let us see. So see, play happily ate drank. For running, it reduced to run. So now it has not just chopped only one, it has chopped off this entire affix from the end, right? For go, it kept it to go. For goes, it made it GOE. Went ke liye, it kept like went only. Understood? It is not just only one word from the end, it is a affix. How many it has to pick. There are some predefined rules, and that sir has already discussed in the lecture. Clear?
Yes, madam.
So let me tell you like how it one of the rules of this Potter stemmer, how it does is, let's say you are having in the end this word like EED, it will reduce to EE. That is, if the word is having at least one vowel and one consonant with this ending EED, it will reduce it to just EE. So let us see for the word agreed. ठीक है? अपन ये चीज देखेंगे वर्ड agreed के लिए. And what rule I am saying, does it work that way or not? So it is saying that if I'm having in the end EED, okay, and this is some word, so let us see whether this rule is as suggested or not. Clear? Is it clear?
Madam, one doubt.
Yes, please.
Here in stemmer words, Porter underscore stemmer dot stem. Is it syntax, madam? Dot
Yes,
stem.
yes, it is syntax. Why? This is the object that I have created, Potter underscore stemmer. Okay?
Okay.
And with that, I
And
want
stem,
to invoke the
instead of stem,
functionality. This is the
instead
function.
of stem, can we give any other thing, or it is okay?
Instead of
Predefined.
Potter underscore stemmer, you can give, like, let's say I want to modify it to PS, okay, Potter stemmer, and I'm calling it like this, PS dot stem. But you cannot change this stem. If I do it like stem, or let's say stem this way, then it will say that this is not a valid function. It has no attribute stem. Okay? Is it clear?
Okay, okay, ma'am. Thank you.
So this class name that this is the object name you can change, but this is a predefined function that you cannot change. Some things you have to use as this. Okay? Is it clear? So
Yes,
similarly,
madam.
if you want, you can also do it like this. Here I have called it, created an instance like Porter, and I'm just calling it porter.stem communication. There were not multiple words, and let us see what does it output into. Commun. So the word that is resulting is not always meaningful. Clear? Clear to all? Can we use lematize
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
definitely?
Yes, madam.
I am coming to that.
Yes.
We can use lematize definitely. Let us do for this point that Kavita is saying. Okay, sorry. What I can do is put it here itself, and everything you need to define in terms of strings, because these are words. So it's C. For conclude, it just dropped the E. For conclusive, it dropped the entire phrase. IVE. And for conclusion, it dropped this ION. These are the proper suffixes, right? And there was one more somebody had suggested, Aditya had suggested some list. Let us do, then we will move on to lemmatization. So where is that list? Just pass it here. See, many of the words that you have given, they are already in their base form. Elephant, mountain, sunshine, keyboard, ocean, umbrella. है ना? For the things that it will perform, stemming is this happiness and programming. Let us check. Okay, it is also breaking these down. Okay, maybe. There may be
Only
no.
ocean is not big. Big.
Yeah, there are.
Or it is not breaking on
Yes, that's what I was
at
saying.
keyboard.
There are some.
Machine is not break.
There are some predefined rules according to which it operates. I demonstrated one rule just a few minutes ago. Understood?
Can you repeat the rule again, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, please, you can check it from the lecture series. The rule is simple, like if there is a verb that is ending in EED, like agreed. So the resultant should be like one vowel is there, E, and then it is ending with EED, so it should break it down into EE. That you can check from the lecture series. Let us move to lemmatization, otherwise we will run out of time for today. So, as we saw, the drawback of stemming is that it does not always result into semantically meaningful words. And that's why it is fast and inexpensive procedure. But what we do want our algorithm is to be efficient, but at the same time give us meaningful output. So one thing should not be at the cost of the other. Say it is fast, but it is not meaningfully correct, then what is the point of it? So that's why this technique, that is lemmatization, was brought into the picture, that it involves grouping together the inflected forms of the same word, and it will reduce down those different forms of the verb to the base form, but in such a way that they are meaningful in nature, and their base form will be called as lemma. And since they ensure that the resultant words are always semantically meaningful, they are a little slower and expensive as compared to the stemmers. What is the reason behind that? Why lemmatizers are slower and expensive as compared to the stemmers?
Because they didn't care about meanings.
Yes, correct. So, okay, just a second. When we ran this algorithm for, stemming, what was the output we were getting? Let us check once again and we will do the same thing. Okay, this was correct only. Let us do for these words. Plays, played, play and playing. Plays, played, play and play. Okay, that is also correct. Let us do for something that it was not meaningful. What were those? Let us do for this only.
Man, the list I gave in the comment.
What was the list? This one?
Yeah, that's the programming. Yeah.
Wait. Let me pick up a little bit easier example. Yeah, so let us check for this. So what are the resultant words that are not meaningful? Happily, go, right? Two of them. Now let us check for this. Plays, happily. I can simply do it like this. Are the resultant words meaningful or not? Can we see? Original words have not passed. It has taken the list previously given. I think it should not work this way. Wait. Happily should be an adjective, right? Control Z. Let us do for these two in which it was giving error. Goes and happily. What is happily? Is it an adjective or what?
It is an adverb.
Yeah, I know that, but I was just saying, how do we define it in this NLTK? What is the suffix that I should use? A. Parts of speech, I should use A. So happily stays happily, and go will change to goes will change to go. Here, what you need to do, it's a little different from how your Potter Stammer works. There we created an instance of the class, and then we were calling it with a function. It's not actually different, more or less the same way. Lematizer is, I have created an instance of my class WordNet Lematizer. See, from nltk.stem, this was my package. I imported WordNet Lematizer. Okay. And then I created an instance, and then I'm calling this function .lematize. For stemmer, what we were doing, we were importing the Potter stemmer, creating the instance, and then doing Potter stemmer.stem, right? Similarly, we are doing here. But one thing extra we are doing here, we are defining the part of speech, whether the given word is an adverb, a verb, a pronoun, or a noun. Okay? So that we need to define. Only then it will be able to give you the correct output. So let's say I do not define for this goes, I do not define what part of speech it belongs to. It still did. Sometimes it says it is useful if you define. Let's say I do it here. Can you give me some word for which we have not defined this part of speech? Let's say running. So it's
Unbelievable.
see, it says running, but if I give the part of the speech to it, will it be able to do? Will it be able to bring it to the lemma? Lemma should be run, right? Lemma is the base form. Lemma should be run. Now you understood the difference?
Yes.
If I'm not giving the part of the speech that it is belonging to, it is not giving me the lemma. But if I do define what is the part of the speech that the given word is, then it returns me the lemma or its base form. Correct? Understood? All of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
That also you can do
Yes, ma'am.
nltk.stem import star. Star is used to import all the functionality that is there in it. Okay? That also can be done. Understood? Is it helping you to clear your concepts a little bit more?
Yes, ma'am.
I hope
Yes,
it
ma'am. But
does.
is it important to give part of a speech?
Yeah,
Because
see.
when we have the because when we have the long list, then how is it possible to give specify the part of a speech for all the words?
So for that also you can, kind of call from the, it is already predefined how we can call from, NLTK. We can identify the parts of the speech for every word. You can store them, and then you can use the identified that are identified by NLTK itself, and then pass them as arguments here. Okay? That will
Sorry,
come.
ma'am. Can you repeat?
Okay. So what I am saying is, you don't know what part of speech this word belongs to. You can simply create a function def identify parts of speech, and there is predefined function in NLTK itself that will do this job for you. It will identify whether this is the given word is adverb, verb, pronoun, noun. Okay. Then once you have
Can we try
identified,
this?
hello, can you not hear me?
Yes, ma'am. I can hear you.
Then please
Can we
listen.
try this?
Please listen. Let me complete it first, na. Please listen once, uninterrupted. Please listen once, let me complete. Only then you will be able to understand. What I am saying is, you don't know whether the given words in the list, whether the words given in the list, what part of speech they belong to. What you can do, you can import, you can call the basic functions from NLTK itself, identify those parts of speech. You can define a function for that. Those identified parts of speech, you can pass them as arguments, and then it will do the job for you. The basic function of lematizer is to reduce the words into their base form. If you do not define using them their parts of speech, then it will not return their base form. And as far as parts of speech is concerned, we will cover it in the subsequent sections when it comes as you go through the lecture series. Okay? We can definitely
Okay.
do that.
Thank you.
Okay?
Thanks a lot.
Yeah. So,
Can you say the difference in between the stemming and lemmatization? Both will give you the base form only, no?
no. When did you join the lecture today?
Mumbai 7:10.
So I had just
No,
explained.
7:20.
Yeah, so I had just explained with a couple of examples a few minutes ago. Stemming does not always result in semantically meaningful words. And I have demonstrated it. See, I have written stemmers that will always not return semantically meaningful base words, though it will give you the base form. Sometimes it will give, sometimes it will not. There is no guarantee it will always give. See, the word happily, when I have stemmed it using the Potter stemmer, the resultant word is this li, which is not meaningful. The word goes is stemmed into goe, which is not meaningful. However, if I try to reduce these words using the into their base form or the lemma using some lemmatizer, so it is able to reduce them into their lemma using the in the correct way. Goes will be reduced to go. Happily is reduced
Ma'am,
to
if you do happily to verb, it will give happy.
let us check. Yeah, this is not working. I think we need to put in the correct part of the speech here. But I think you
Okay,
understood
madam.
the
Okay.
difference with this goes.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Okay.
Yeah, okay. So why I am emphasizing a lot on NLTK?
So,
Why? Because
madam, can I conclude that? Yeah, I'm just summarize that part, what I understood. Lemonization is better than this one, but in particular and specific sentence. And if you are using the specific exactly sentiment of the verb or adjective, then that word will be give the exact results. Otherwise, it will not. Am I right?
yes, see, lemmatization is always preferred over stemming. With stemming, you cannot
Yeah.
have a guarantee that the word will be reduced into its correct base form, right? But
Yeah.
lemmatization will always ensure that.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
Yes. So why am I emphasizing a lot on using NLTK? There are a lot of other tools that are available which you can check out and do. One is Stanford Core NLP that will also help you to perform these functionalities like parts of speech tagging and stemming and lemmatization, and a variety of other tools are there. Spacey can also help in that, but yeah, we will be preferring NLTK. It is very easy, it is quite popular, and it has a wide range of functionality. It is easier to deal with, and it provides a variety of the text preprocessing methods. As you see, stemming, lemmatization, word tokenize, sentence tokenize, all were predefined methods, and we were just importing them and applying them on our given arguments, right? And there are a lot of people available online that can help you to answer the questions if you get any doubts. Communities like a lot of people, they use NLTK, so if you encounter any doubt, you post it online, Stack Overflow, GitHub. A lot of people are there that will help you, and it is also open source for a wide variety of operating systems. So is it clear till this point, all of you? Any doubts? If there are any, please ask.
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubts to anybody?
Ma'am, I have a doubt in list comprehension.
Yes, tell.
Can
Please
you go
tell.
back to that code cell?
Yeah, sure. Yes.
I didn't get this command. Stemming words is equals to porter stemmer dot stem.
Yeah. Okay. If I do it this way, I think you will be able to understand. Let me copy it. Do you know lists?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Then it will be easier to understand. Are you able to understand it now? I
It
did.
is like you have created an empty list. Stemmed words is equals to empty list.
Yes. Stemmer words one is empty. Stemmed words one is an empty list. I am iterating over every word that was in the list. Original words. It should be original words one. ठीक है? Still the output will remain the same. ठीक है? So what I have done here is I've created an empty list stemmed words one. I've iterated over every word in the original words one list which I want to stem, and I'm calling this stemmed function. This was my object that I have created instance of the class, and this is the function. I'm calling it on every word that I have obtained from the original words one list. And every word now that it has been stemmed, I am appending it to the stemmed words one list. So these three lines I am reducing to one here, this way. So if you remove this part, let's assume that this part is not there. Control X. This is your empty list. Okay. This part is not there. This is how you are iterating over your original words list. And this is you are just putting every stemmed words in this list. What is your list? Stemmed words. ठीक है? Understood?
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Clear है ना?
Yeah, ma'am, it's clear.
Okay, good. Any doubts? Guys, any doubts? Please ask. There is time. Still, we have half hour. If you want to share your screen, you have encountered doubts, you can share. I'll be happy to.
Ma'am, actually, I have a doubt in the lemmatization. If I'm doing the lemmatization of the word the, then what I have to return there?
See, the word the is already in its base form, right?
Yeah.
Why you
So how
want to?
can I identify? Uh,
I told
just
you.
like the
You need not.
like the is an determinant or an.
That will be I like. See, why you want to lematize the word the? It is already in its base form, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let us try.
You told in your session, na, ki we have to define the part of speech.
Yes. So
So
so I told you like we can I directly identify the parts of the speech. Like it will also matter whether the word the you are using, what is the context of it, whether you are using it as an article, determiner, है ना? So whatever the sentence
yeah,
you have given,
say
the parts of the speech will be identified from that identified part of speech you can pass as an argument here, because these nouns, pronouns, adjectives, they are very context dependent, right? Whether you are using the same
so
word.
like
Yes.
like if we have a given a sentence and we want to lematize that, so in that we have to write each and every word, then define the part of speech for every sentence.
Yes, that can be one of the procedures.
Okay, so same for the noun, I think. I have written the name of the person and define the noun, so it will return the same.
Definitely, what will be the base form of the name of a person? It will be the name itself, right?
Okay, so how can I define the part of speech? I mean, the is determinant or article, whatever it is.
So
So for
that is
this,
also, that functionality is also available in the NLTK package. As I said, we can discuss it when the part of the speech comes in our lecture series.
okay. Thank you.
Ma'am, are we done? Like, we will not be discussing more new topics, right?
What do you want to discuss? Please tell.
No, like I'm asking, like, we will be doing doubts only from now, or any new topics you will discuss?
These live sessions are for solving the doubts, giving hands-on coding, and doing the numericals as the other two TAs have done.
No, ma'am. Actually, what I mean that if you will not discuss something more new, then I have another class. So
That is up to you.
can I
If you
leave?
want, you can leave.
No, only if you will not discuss anything new, then I will leave.
I have a couple of things, but I was thinking like basic pre-processing, how to do the lower casing, removing punctuations, stop word filtering. If all of you do not have any other doubts, then I can go ahead with this.
Okay, ma'am.
Shall I proceed?
Yes, ma'am.
So,
Yes, yes.
yeah, so the basic, if you see the NLP, natural language processing, a lot of your documents can be in this form, paragraphs, है ना, social media tweets, articles, posts on LinkedIn can be in this form. And we will apply all of our natural language processing techniques that we are learning in this course. So for that, we need to perform the basic pre-processing steps. Like, let's say the data on Twitter is very noisy. Some words will be capitalized, some will be small, but sometimes we need to pass all of them. It is not always necessary, but yeah, you can perform this step, like convert all the data to the lowercase. So say here I am having my sentence like in the form like a normal sentence should be written, but I want to convert all of it into the lowercase. I can simply use this function, text dot lower. This is a simple function that is available in Python itself. And see, this truth it, it has been converted into the lowercase. And similarly, if I want to do the uppercase of this, that also we can do. Understood? Is it clear? So we can convert the data into either the lowercase or the uppercase as the need of the situation is. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So the other thing is how to remove the punctuation. If you see on Twitter, as sir has also given the example, there was one tweet at Justin Bieber, right? Let's say the tweet goes like this: great at the rate Justin Bieber concert was amazing. Hashtag never say never. Like somewhat like this was the tweet that sir was discussing, right? Hashtag never say never. And I want to remove the punctuation from it. So what I will do, okay, I am importing the string. I am printing all the punctuation symbols that are available in this. Okay, and what I will do, char for char in text, if we will store only those characters that do not appear in this list. Okay, let us just run this first. Okay, I think it is taking this text underscore p. Okay, so let's say here I want to pass my this tweet that I just defined. I will replace this word variable tweet with tweet text underscore p. We can say preprocessed tweet, and I can also print it. Preprocessed tweet. Okay, I have not run this cell. Is it clear? Now it has removed all the punctuation symbols that were there. It first removed this, then it removed exclamation, @ symbol, exclamation again, the symbol, backslash, it is here, hashtag, full stop, never say never. So how is it doing? This is the resultant string and it will join the characters in the string. This is again my function. Since join is a function, it takes all of this as an argument, and pre-tweet is a string. So it will iterate over every character in the string tweet. Char for char in tweet. So every character that is there in the tweet, if this character is not present in the string dot punctuation, we will append it to the pre-tweet string. Clear? Is it clear?
Please repeat again.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, yes.
So anybody, somebody wants me to repeat it again? Let me repeat
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Please repeat.
This is the given tweet. Okay. This is my all the punctuation symbols that are defined in the string class. So what I am doing here, pre-tweet is my resultant string. Again, I am applying a list comprehension. This part is the list comprehension. Join is my function. So how I am doing the list comprehension here, I am iterating over every character in this tweet. Tweet is a string and I am iterating over every character in the string. For character in tweet, I will join if the character that I have iterated over is not a part of the string dot punctuation, and then I am printing the preprocessed tweet. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Okay. Clear to all? The spaces will remain as is because the spaces are not a part of the punctuation library, string dot punctuation. So the spaces remain as it is, and wherever these punctuation symbols are, they are removed simply, and in their place we do not have a space. They are just simply removed, and whatever the characters that follow, they are simply joined with the preceding character before the punctuation symbols. Is it clear?
Yes, yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. So another concept that was there in the lecture notes, I cannot say like function words are always stop words, but yeah, they are very close. One was function words, one was the content words. Were there these two concepts in lecture 4 or 5? I don't remember the
Lecture
lecture
4.
name exactly.
Four.
Can somebody help me with their definition? Okay, let us try this. Someone named SK has asked this question. Just a second, let us try this. Whether my code is able to address this or not. So let's say query. Just a second, we will move to the stop words part. So what exactly is your doubt? How should punctuation inside a string be handled? Example, card carrying adjective.
I'm sorry, I'm interrupting. You asked me, asked us the function and content. Am I right, ma'am?
Yes.
Content basically it will use for the various of the nouns and verbs. Am I right? And function exactly a and the like these.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Yes.
correct.
Yeah.
So, SK, what is your string that I should input? Applicant must be a card carrying member of the party, is it? SK, are you there in the class? Card carrying. If this hyphen is there in the punctuation list, it will definitely be removed. It is there. So it should be removed ideally. Let us check. Understood? Since it is iterating character by character, definitely it will remove. That changes the word. How? How does it change the word? If the hyphen is stripped, one word becomes two. I can still say it as just one word only. Let us print the length of query and length of pre-query. I told you it will not insert a space in place of the correct punctuation symbols it is removing. So how does it become two words? Since it is a string, it is saying 13, 12. But I don't think the meaning of the word has changed. This is up to you. It is your it is you who should identify whether you should perform the punctuation symbol removal according to the data and the task that you are doing. As I just said, this is one of the basic pre-processing steps, but whether to apply it or not to the task or the document or the data at hand, that is your decision. Totally. Understood? So, is it clear? So, coming to content words and function words, someone clearly told like function words are mainly important for the structure of the sentence. They do not convey any meaning, but they help to understand the structure of the sentence. They could be pronouns, nouns, they could be pronouns, articles, determiners, है ना? But the content words are the words that convey the meaning. What is the intent the sentence is trying to convey? So function words are not necessarily important, and they are the kind of closed class words. That is, there is only a predefined set of the classes from which these words can originate. However, the content words can keep on evolving as new users come up, as new slang, as new forms of communication arrives. Okay, like new forms of communication refers to like the social media slang or the local dialect language, how it is written when we write, right? So if we want to remove the function words, sometimes the function words are known as the stop words. Stop words are those that necessarily do not add any meaning to the sentence, but they are just there for improving the structure of the sentence. So sometimes you can call the function words as the stop words. So what I am doing, from the nltk.corpus I am importing all the stop words, and this is the language for which I am looking for the stop words. I have defined the language as English here, and I am printing the list of all the stop words that are there in the English language. Let us see. So these are the stop words: I, me, my, myself, we, our, ours, the, their, it, its, who, am, is, are, was. Like it is a very big list. Let us check the length of this list. There are 179 stop words. defined in the NLTK package for the language English. Let us see if we can do it for Chinese. Though we will not be able to understand, but it's fine. Let us see even if it is there or not. Okay, it is there. So here from this you can change the language. Let us check the length of the stop words in Chinese. Print length of stop underscore words underscore Chinese. Similarly here, see it is saying this line means that this word was not defined earlier. This variable name was not defined, so I can modify it here. ठीक है? There are 841 stop words. Similarly, you can check for Sanskrit also. Okay, it does not have this. Maybe NLTK does not have the function. However, you understood this requirement, how we can change this argument for the language, right? Clear or not?
Yes, sir.
Let us check for this, whether it will be able to remove the stop words or not. I should definitely be removed, right? Let us check. I, in, have, on, prepositions, all of them should be removed, right? Let us check whether our code is able to do that or not. Print filtered words, okay. It is iterating over every character for word and was there something else that I defined in words earlier? Just a second. This is the one for words. Word. Stop. not giving any output. Earlier, what was the code we had written?
Ma'am, why you are not using list comprehension? I think that will work better.
So I am trying to use, but I think I am there is some mistake in it. Let us see. Somewhere we have to do join. This is it is iterating character by character, right? But we need to iterate word by word. So it should remove I enrolled only should be there, but it is also removing the character. So for word in words, if word in not in stop word in words. Okay, we can do it simply like this. If words print word, है ना? So it will print all of these words. Now
Ma'am,
Ma'am, do we
simply
need to
use
tokenize
list
it, ma'am?
comprehension and use not in.
why
Ma'am,
am
do we
I
need to
using not
tokenize
in?
it?
I was using not in only. See?
No, ma'am. Tokenizing we need to do. We need to take the each and every token of the word from the sentence.
Just a second, just a second. We will complete it and then only we will close the lecture. Just a minute. Give me a minute, guys. Let me resolve this.
Yes, ma'am, he is right. Like, first use word tokenizer and then
Okay, let us do that.
perform. Mm.
So how do we do tokenize?
Like word
Tokens is equals to
tokenize
word underscore tokenize.
and then pass the
Is it correct? Print.
yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Please wait. Let us do step by step. First we tokenize the words. We have tokenized. Now, if
And then use
tokens
a list
not
comprehension
in,
that you were doing.
yes, if tokens not in stop underscore
Stop
words
word.
underscore English, then we can do, let's say output is my resultant string, है ना? If tokens is not in this, then output dot join what tokens, then just print the output. I'm not getting anything.
Ma'am, please use list comprehension. Actually, I'm not getting in this. So use the. Can you do it with list comprehension, please?
Tokens not in. Oh, just a second. If
Like,
tokens is not in this stop words English, this is my list of
word for
tokens.
word in tokens.
Actually, the thing
Like
is,
that, ma'am. Ma'am, can you do it, ma'am? Ma'am, like, can you type? Yeah. Um, Output equals to a square bracket, ma'am.
Mom, append will work now. Why do you want to go for join, mom?
Just a second. Token if token for token in token.
Ma'am, use for loop.
Mom, in chat box I posted. Just look into the text.
Just a second.
Above one, ma'am. Above one. Yes.
We also did this once, but it didn't work in our case. Acha, I think I was using join or what?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, append will work actually.
Yeah, because the resultant tokens are now in the form of a list. Stop. Let us try this with string comprehension. Just a second for W
Ma'am,
index.
I tested in the chat using list comprehension. Can you look on that?
Yes. Just a second. Stop words. English. Yeah, see, this is not working, right? This is what I also did earlier.
Ma'am, can you check in the chat?
Okay.
The last, yeah. Tokens. Instead of word, ma'am, you need to replace it with tokens. Words, instead of words, yeah, token. And stop word is also you need to define, ma'am. Stop words dot words.
Okay, we got it now. Thank you so much.
No problem,
So
ma'am.
yeah, the only thing was I was doing like join and dot join dot append. This is already in the form of a list, right? Let us run this again. See, the thing is, it was already in the form of a list, and I was again trying to do append and join. That's why it was not working. We have just filtered the elements from the list that are not there in the stop words English. So this element we are appending to the list, we are iterating over the loop, and if it is not there, we are just putting it. So is it clear now? So to remove the so now we the conclusion from here is to do the stop word filtering. First of all, you can do the tokenization, then it should be followed by list comprehension or a loop. And let's say now this since it is in the form of a list, but you want to convert it in the form of a string, how will you do? Let us first check the type of output. It will show list, but I want it to be in the form of a string. So what I will do, if I simply do str of output, then it will not work. That is, str is conversion to the string. What we can do is str of Ellie for Ellie in output. Ellie understood? Is it clear? str of
Yes,
Ellie
ma'am.
is this. If I do like this, then there will be spaces also. Okay, is it clear now? All of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Good then. Thank you, all of you.
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am,
I hope it
when
was
we
a
are having your next session?
next Tuesday, every Tuesday, same time, 7 to 9.
Ma'am, your
Okay.
link,
I
where
hope
will
it
get
was a great
post?
learning session. All of you were able to get insights from a coding perspective.
We need the links, ma'am.
Sure, sure. I told you I will share it in the announcement section. I told you it takes some time to load the recording and then upload, right? Please be
Okay.
patient.
Yeah. And can you send your snipper.io also this course also can, because when we're typing and watching it will take little bit time
Sorry.
consuming.
Can you please speak a bit loud?
Yeah, I may request you to share this course also in the snipper.io so that we can also access it
Sure.
directly.
Definitely, I will share it. Definitely.
And can you also ask for the previous sessions
Sure.
recording?
Yeah, sure, I will.
Thank
I will
you.
share the link of the
Thank
recordings to you. Thank you. I hope it was a great learning session. Thank you all for joining.
Yeah, it was really great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, ma'am.
Yes.
Thank you.
Ma'am, I have one doubt.
Yes, please. Go ahead.
Uh, Ma'am, can you tell me the application of stemmer? Because stemmer is not giving the correct output, right?
Yeah. So,
So when it
see, as the time advanced, like first they developed this stemming and then came lemmatization. It is not that stemmer is always not good, right? But it cannot always guarantee you in a meaningful lemma. So the task where your goal is not to be, like the goal is like you can you don't you want the task to be done faster at a lesser expensive cost, while you don't care about a lot about the meaning of the word, right? So there you can perform stemming given the
okay, madam.
है ना? That is one of the things. Can we get link via the email, as I currently have not have access to mobile phone? Maybe I'll ask the support team to mail all of you. Okay. Maybe I'll ask.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, there will be some doubt. There were some doubts in the previous lecture, week one session that I asked to you in the initial of the session.
Okay.
Not clear, right?
Could you
So
please
when will you
mail me regarding that? I have this
uh, mail on
yeah, I am
mail
sharing my
ID?
mail ID. Please, I'll write back to you. Please, please feel free to ask.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yes. I've shared my email ID. Please put the subject as doubts about NPTEL course NLP. That way I will be able to identify. Always, if you have any doubts, please put the subject as doubts. Subject should be like this: regarding song. Okay. Please put the subject like this: regarding doubts on NLP NPTEL course. That will help me to respond quickly. Thank you all. Thank you for joining.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Actually, this was my first session on NLP.
Yes.
So what can I do, ma'am, about previous session on LLP?
Maybe you can access the all the recordings for all the live sessions will be uploaded on the scholars respective YouTube channel, and the PMRF team will be sharing the lecture links with you. Are they sharing?
I don't have any idea about that
So
because it was my first session.
sure. So one thing I can do, I'll try to contact the support PMRF support team, and I'll ask them how they are disseminating these links to you. Okay, and if by next week, by next Tuesday, I will help you to access all the recordings of the other scholars as well as my lectures. Okay, that will be fine.
Yeah, ma'am.
Please be patient till next Tuesday. I will try to
Ma'am, and what
contact
about
them.
the assignments?
They are there on the portal, right?
So we can start, right?
Yes, yes, go ahead. Go ahead,
Yeah, okay, ma'am.
solve the assignment, submit, and if there are any doubts, please feel free to write back and ask. Just mention, please
Yeah, thank you.
mention the subject as told.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure, ma'am.
okay.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you for joining. So, thank you all. Second, please check the due date must be written at the top of it. When is the due date? However, there is a 1 week gap as far as I remember between two subsequent submissions. If you have done, you can definitely submit before time. There is no issue. So thank you all for joining. Hoping to see you in next session also. But it seems as first. Okay. Maybe please refer to the date that is there mentioned in the assignment. Okay, thank you.